Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of my podcast, your podcast, The Artist Who Left. My name is Lilly.V. I'm your host. If you are just new here, I'm an international artist all the way from Cuba. I'm based in Bangkok, and I've been on tour or in Southeast Asia for over 10 years, singing, performing, and living my dream, through my God-given gift. And if you are coming back here, thank you so much one more time for coming back. That means that this information that I'm sharing here and I'm bringing to your attention is well received. And for me, that's such a pleasure because, like I have mentioned before, who I am or who we are if we don't share our knowledge, and all these informations and tips and whatever I'm bringing here, it's only coming from my own experience, my own struggles, and my own lessons. Obviously, through the years and through the career, I have great people around which I learn from, and a lot of self-preparation as well has bring me here where I am. I know there's a lot way to go, and I know that, like, you might think like, well, but you're not famous or successful, and I have another podcast where I talk about like what is successful for you. So for me, I think like being able to pay my bills and living comfortably and helping my family with the work that I get from my singer and for being an artist, it's more than successful. And I think that's something that I wanted to bring you to your attention today. I'm sure like we as an artist and as a singers, we get very self-sabotage and discouraged for other people's opinions, and I'm here to encourage you and motivate you to be your best and learn the same way that I learned. I was talking earlier with my husband, and some people think that the word, that expression of if I can do it, you can do it, is overrated, and it's actually not overrated at all. I will not be tired to say it and mention it. If I can do these things, you definitely can do it. If you've been here before or not, I want you to know like I'm a true living proof of the change and the journey and the things that I wasn't able to do that I'm able to do right now, and I'm here to pass it out to you because it gives me so much joy, and I really love to share these things with people who really appreciate it. And I hope that if you know somebody that will benefit from this, you share this podcast, you share this video or whatever platform that you've been listening to this podcast today. And I think today we are on podcast number 7, and this is such a successful moment. Why? Because there's a saying that, like, podcasters and people who work in social media and marketing, they say like a lot of people start giving up on around podcast 6 or 7 because they don't see the results. And I think like I'm saying this because there's a lot of things to do with the topics that we're bringing on today, and just because you don't see the results right away doesn't mean that there's not results at all. With this, I'm like, obviously there's not the desired views that I want, and there's not like the follower or subscribers that I want to, but I know one day it will be there and I will achieve those things. And I'm not gonna lie to you, even sitting down, I'm a little late today, sitting down here recording. I'm also late with the episodes, and I'm in a self journey transformation where instead of giving me so much shit, like we say, I am understanding like how everything is working on, but I'm aware of the things that I've been doing wrong. And I'm here today. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep sharing this podcast with you guys, with no subscribers or a lot of subscribers, with comments or with no comments, with likes and with no likes. I'm gonna sit here. It helps me also to express myself and use this as a part of my legacy and sharing these things with the people who in some point will appreciate it more. And yeah, no more talking about myself. I think today's episode is one of my favorite topics because you know, we singers, we independent artists, we mostly work at nights and we have like a very weird schedules. And a lot of people ask me do you ever lose your voice? Do you ever get tired? Like how you handle your life, you know, with this and in that direction. In today's episode, we're gonna be talking about how to maintain your vocal health and how to improve your vocal techniques. Listen, I am not a vocal coach. I didn't study vocals in the sense of me like what I mean to say is like do not expect a full vocal coach episode today because that's not what I'm gonna do. But I just want to bring up like some awareness to people and singers and artists who are constantly coming to me sometimes and like I'm so tired and I'm so sleepy. I lost my voice. I lost I don't know how you do like I can sing, you know. Of course, you know, I'm not Iron Woman. I get sick as well. There's some days that my voice is 100% and there's some days that my voice is like 40%. But there's a way to prevent that, and also there's ways to correct that and improve that. And you know, talking about how to maintain your vocal health and you know some of the techniques you can use is something that I think everybody can benefit, especially you know either if you are a singer, if you are an actor, if you are a public speaker, you know, if you're a teacher. I realized that you know I have some teacher friends that are like, oh my god, I've been speaking all day long, and I lost my voice. You know what I mean? So first thing, bring awareness of like when you lose your voice, it's no normal. It's your body telling you that you need to take extra care of that, you know, like your voice as a piano, as a pianist have a piano, is your instrument. As a trumpet has a trumpet have a trumpet, you know. I think that you know you see how this everybody who played any instruments, you see them you know carrying their instrument in a very nice case, like make sure that the nobody drop it, you know what I mean. So your voice is your instrument, and until you see it like that, you won't understand the necessity to keep your voice healthy. And you know when I was doing the research, you know, like I always say, I do my research but I also speak from my own experiences. You know, I like to research and see what other creators or other authors or other vocal coach says about that. And you know I think today I'm gonna have like 5 to 6 you know importances and techniques. And for some reason, you know, I think for the catch, a lot of creators and people who works in YouTube and people who do podcasts kind of leave the best thing for the last. But today I want to start with this particular importance because a lot of people, I think in my previous episode I say that a lot of people overpraise overpraise not sleeping. So my first advice for keeping your vocals healthy is to rest. The other day I went to an audition. I think I mentioned it before, and you know it was early morning. Usually we don't suggest anybody to sing at the early morning, but hey, look, gigs happen, business happen, and you have to be ready. And you know there was a particular singer, he is absolutely amazing, and the first thing he says on the microphone, it was like, I'm so sorry for my vocals. I only sleep for 3 hours. Listen, you won't get the job, or you won't get more jobs just for saying that you only sleep for 3 hours. That's stupid. That is like, I'm sorry if I offend you right now, but sleep, rest. My vocals and my body and my mental health are the best when I'm resting. And this, like I was mentioning in the beginning, when I started this year 2025, I realized that, even though I still have work and I still was doing the outside work, I kind of like leave aside my interior, like my inner work. And that was affecting me, and all the way around, with my family, with my friend, with my relationship and everything. Sometimes we just like don't care about that, and creating a routine and creating a schedule and having tasks to complete can 100% help you with it comes down to the rest. I was talking the other day with one of my friends, like, I don't see you. Like, look, I work, not every week I work 5 nights a week, but there's weeks that I work 5 nights a week, 4 5 nights a week. Sometimes I work 6 nights a week. It changed, but if I don't have to go out of my house, I stay in my house. I've seen people go on the day of going at night and being until 1 a.m. drinking, and you know what I mean. I'm not saying don't have fun, but if you feel like you are like not 100% recover, your health, it's have to be first. So in that way, for example, I design accordingly to my monthly schedule. I realized that after I make the first schedule, but according to my monthly schedule, I design it 2 days of the week. If I have no work, where like I will meet my friends, or I will make some space for extra activities to get me out of like socializing and spending time with my husband. Also, that varies a lot because me and my husband, we don't really have the same schedule, so that can become tricky. And you cannot say, even if you have time, if you're not working, you cannot say, sorry, I cannot meet with you today because my day to meet with you is this day. But anyways, if you're not good, if you're not feeling good, don't underestimate the power of sleeping the enough hours that you need. And also, in the mode of hustling and making money, sometimes it's important to say no. I know that we have bills to pay and we have like family to take care of, but like I say, your health come first. Do not sacrifice your health for the sake of a couple of dollars, because once you cannot do it anymore, you're pretty easy replaceable, very easy replaceable. So yeah, like I say, the first things first. I'm not gonna leave it, and I'm gonna leave it for the end of the video. It's like, you need to rest. If you're watching this video and you only sleep for 3 hours, please finish the video. Because the things that I might say here might be important for you, and then go to sleep. If you have some time, just get some rest. It's important. I have a new routine, and I still manage to at least get me an hour nap. If I haven't, I have to complete my task of the day, of course. But if for any reason I finish my work later than usual and I went to bed obviously later, I still get up at the same time, but I find some time during the day where I can have a nap. And I'll rest my voice. Like, if you feel like, just don't speak with anybody, just send text message, don't call. Moving on to the next point is, your warm-up exercise. I feel sometimes that, you know, you remember when we have CDs and they scratch and then they start like jumping, coming back to the whatever point. When it comes to warm up, I feel like I'm a scratch CD, because I feel like warming up is so underrated. And that's, you know, like even for me, sometimes I find myself, you know, doing everything I need to do, getting ready, blah blah blah, putting my makeup on. I have to leave because the traffic or whatever, and I realize when I get to the place and I'm right in front of the microphone, I haven't warmed up. And yes, I'm guilty of that. I'm trying to be more aware of that, and that's because I been saying it all the time, how important, once you realize that at least 5 to 10 minutes of warm up a day, or before, at least before you sing, is such important. Your vocals will appreciate it so much. And you know, I always say this, when I was back in Cuba, I remember you know, lack of techniques and lack of rest, and you know, abuse of my vocals, and obviously I lost my voice. You know, everything I mentioned, it was like completely negative. And I remember like one of my band leaders, you know, he kind of pushed me to keep singing. I'm like, look, I lost my voice, I cannot sing, obviously. And you know, he will always say like, no matter what, you have to keep singing. You know, obviously you won't sing as strong or as clear, but what he meant, that at that time he couldn't explain it, what he meant is like, even if your vocals are a little rough, you still need to do that warm up. You know, it's like a muscle. When you work out, you need to warm up, obviously, before you do the exercise, and also after you do the exercise. If the next day, obviously, the muscle is gonna hurt, you still have to have the exercise done. That's the only thing that make your muscle grow. So your vocal cords, if you didn't know, is a muscle, and you need to extend your muscle as well. So even if you feel a little rough, that probably actually gonna make you feel much better. You know, so you have to sit down and at least do like, you know, you can find YouTube videos, or if you have a piano in the house or any instrument where you can do the warm up yourself, you know. And it doesn't mean that you have to do the same warm up that you use when your vocals is 100%. You can find vocals warm ups that are like in the lower range, and you can use that for like, you know, kind of like enhancing your voice, and you know, like make sure that in the warm-up process you don't hurt yourself. So do not take warming up for granted, and please do it as much as you can. 5 to 10 minutes before your show is very important. If you are not a singer or an artist, but you're a teacher, or if you're a public speaker, try these techniques as well. I've seen a lot of people who use this. I remember when I was in law school, we had a teacher that is like, he was a journalist, so he teaches about public speaking and about like vocal techniques and stuff, obviously just for speaking, but they always mention about the importance of warming up your vocals. So like, you know, if you have to spend, you know, if you're a teacher and you spend several, like 3 to 5 hours speaking a day, then you need to take care of that, you know, like then you lose your voice, and then you cannot give the class, and then your throat is gonna get dry and blah blah blah. So yeah, that's something that's very important. Another thing that is very important, hydration. And hydration is another thing that a lot of people take for granted. A lot of people think that, you know, it's same with the fitness. You see the videos of everybody saying, you need to drink water, you need to drink water, you need to keep hydrated, you need to keep drink water. And people go and do, no, but I have a juice or I have a protein shake. Like, dude, what part of water you didn't understood? like literally, you know what I mean? So drink your water. Your water will clean, you know, inside of you, gonna make you feel much better. I always avoid cold water. Like for example, we live in Bangkok, Thailand, and of course the weather is very, very hot, and it's very usual that a lot of drinks here had a lot of ice, and wherever you go, you know, they even the beer they put ice. Don't use the ice. The ice will not be beneficial for your vocal cords. But yes, drink the water. I currently drink around 2 to 3 bottle of waters a day. I have a bottle that have the timing, if that helps you. So I was talking with somebody the other day, you know, I'm trying, and a person's like, I'm trying to drink at least 8 glasses of water. I'm like, don't try, just do it. You know, try to find the ways that gonna make you remember, oh my god, I need to drink water. You know, so I have this bottle everywhere with me. You have the timing. You know, just like, you know, if you're a singer, you want to be on stage, just maybe you can get you a fancy bottle cup like the one that not Beyonce, like Jennifer Lopez has, you know, all the sparkling stuff. So that will make you like, oh, I'm so fancy. But the whole purpose is for you to remind yourself that you need to drink that water. So keep it rotating is something that's very important. And you know, it's crucial. It's like top of the things that you need to do for maintaining your vocal health. So another thing that is very, very important is to avoid any bad habit when it comes down to addictive stuff like alcohol, cigarettes, you know, even talking in like a very, very loud places. Like for example, we realize that sometimes we like to support our friends, and that's what I was saying about, like, if you don't have to go anywhere else, to not go, stay in your house and rest. Sometimes we want to support our friends, and we ended up in a very loud club where everybody's smoking, where everybody's like, yeah, you hear this, she sings so good, and you ended up like screaming, and the next day you're like, but I only sing for 1 hour, how do I lose my voice? There you go. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you like don't drink alcohol, because that's delusional for me to tell anybody, especially in the music industry. I mean, I know a lot of people who doesn't drink alcohol at all, and I like to drink, like, I love tequila, so I have a couple of shots of tequila, I'm good. One, I don't do it every night. Second, I know, thank God, I till this point I know what's my limit of drinking. And it took me, you know, you need to create awareness before you take action, because if you don't know, then you keep doing the wrong thing, and then you keep hurting yourself, and then you don't understand why. And that's, you know, I understood that me finish my work already drinking, going somewhere on like, whoo, party, yeah, make some noise, and you are like there screaming, like, what are you doing to yourself? What are you doing to your instrument? So yeah, avoid those things at any cost. You know, like I think anything that can affect your health, it has, you know, have to stop. And stop asking rhetoric questions of, why did I lose my voice? If, I mean, first of all, it's 1 a.m. What are you doing up? You know, the other day I was talking with another singer, and you know, he's like, oh, it's my day off, and it's like, tomorrow you working? He's like, yeah, tomorrow I'm working. And he's coughing, smoking, drinking a beer, and doing everything that's wrong at the moment. I mean, like I say, there's nothing wrong to want to have fun and support your friends, but your health have to come first. Hey friend, I'm sorry I cannot come to support you today because I'm not well, and tomorrow I have to work. You know, if that's a good friend and he or she is a friend that's also industry, he will appreciate that, and you probably will bring that to them. I was like, oh, he actually make a point. I don't feel good. I mean, damn, unless your friend is Bruno Mars. But you know, I mean, just avoid those things that you know is affecting you. Avoid them. There's no necessity to deal with the pain later. It's, you and your health have to come first. So knowing all these things that sometimes we forget or sometimes we don't take in consideration about the things that we're doing wrong, or the things that we should do for keeping our vocals healthy, I think there's a few things that I want to bring to your attention, and it's like, with the years and and the mood of hustling and in the mood of working every day and getting that back, we forget about specific techniques. And like I say again, you see, like the drummer, they always have their pad and they practice every day. You see the pianist, they will sit on the piano and they will like blah 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 blah, and we still need to practice, and we still forget about the small things and the simple things and the basics things. And a lot of the time, especially when our voice is damaged, we don't look at our breathing. And this is something that I want to bring your attention. Breathing is probably the power behind your voice. And a lot of people don't think that. They think that the power in your voice is your volume. And the other day I had a vocal coach session. I have two vocal coach sessions with two different coaches, and both of them indirectly refers of breathing. When they start their coaching session, they both start with breathing. And breathing is not only for hitting the longest and loudest note, but also the lowest, and also to feel comfortable while you sing. Also for your singing in a key. If you don't know where to breathe or how to breathe, then you're definitely will struggle with the song. So yes, applying breathing exercise can definitely help you. Like I say, I'm not a vocal coach. I'm not here to teach you breathing techniques, but I'm currently learning, and I hope in some point of my career I can sit down and become a vocal coach. Maybe I'm just affirmating that, and I'm like manifesting that. So we'll see. We'll come back from the future and tell you like, oh, we did it. We become a vocal coach. So yeah, number one, breathing. Find exercises and make sure like when you're learning songs, I always say this, when you're learning songs, do not only focus on the lyrics, focus on the form, because on the form you can also realize those moments that you have. How long do you have to breathe in this moment? We're like, oh, this is a tricky part, I think I need to breathe in this part. You know what I mean? And the more you know about those things, the easiest is gonna be your job, and eventually these things will become automatically and you don't have to think about it, but you need to practice those things. When I was a kid, one of the first thing that my first vocal coach taught me, it was my posture. We tend to, sometimes we're sitting down like this, and we don't care, we're just like this, and the posture on your singing is very, very important, because it will also help you with your breathing. Like if you're singing like this, you see, I automatically lost all my breath, and you have to like keep up straight. And I sometimes also extremes are completely dangerous, so don't go to the extreme. It's not like you have to be like all like that, because if you do like this, the only thing you're doing is like straining your neck and your vocal cords and everything, and you're gonna shrink and this gonna hurt. And then, you know, it's the same thing like when you're singing and you're like, you're like pulling all this that is gonna explode. So no, you don't need to go to the extreme. So find the posture that is comfortable for you, where you can develop your 100% of your vocals and you can breathe properly. So, you know, I think I probably needs to keep watching, keep reading about posters and stuff. Because if you ask me what's the right poster, I don't know. I can tell you how I do it, you know, but I realize sometimes that, again, awareness. Sometimes I've been singing and I'm like too relaxed, or I'm like too tense, and you can see the difference on my vocals performance. One thing that is very, very important, and I wanted to bring it up to your attention. Last month I have the pleasure to went to a music university here in Thailand, where they invited me to speak to them about singing techniques, about music business, etc. And you know, it was just like a magical experience where I had the first, the first time I had to, you know, stand in front of music students talking about the same things that I'm talking to you. And it was one of this girl, and she was like, I want to sing this song. She was mentioning some song from Beyonce. And the first thing is, okay, sing the song for me. And obviously, from the moment that she started singing, everything was wrong. Her breathing, her posture. But something that it was 100% wrong, it was the tone, the key. You need to know your range. Just because you like a song, it doesn't mean that you can do it. And just because a song is not in your range, it doesn't mean that you cannot sing it. You just need to know your range. And accordingly to that, you find the right key for the song that you wanted to sing, and then you practice, and then you can do it. If you don't know your range, you will be constantly losing your voice and hurting your vocal cords and not being able to work or make a living and make money from that. You are slowly damaging. Do not let anybody tell you that because you lower the key of a song, you're not good enough. That's not how it works. You know, when you step in front of customers, or when you step in front of an audience, nobody's going there with a piano asking, oh, this is not the original key. They just want to hear the song. So you have to make sure that the songs fits your voice, the song fits the crowd, and they like it. They want to hear the song. They just don't want to hear somebody trying to do the song. So yeah, know your range and work accordingly to that. And the same thing that I told her, this student, you know, like, it's nothing wrong with lowering out the key. Now, if you want to do it in that key, then you need to practice. You need to practice and, do these things that I told you, warm up, work on your respiratory system, keep hydrating, and try to make sure that your vocal cords are always in a good condition. Other way, you will keep hurting yourself, and, instead of getting the key higher, you're only gonna get it lower. And that's not the goal. The goal is to feel comfortable interpreting a piece of music that was made with love. And doing and singing music the right way is also respect to the artist who originally wrote it and originally interpreted it. And with that, again, bring it up. Yeah, I think it's like putting together, like, you need to practice. You need to practice. By the way, shout out to New Classic April, New Classic Company. He definitely make this t-shirt for me, and you are able to purchase very, very soon. I hope by the time I upload this video, I have all the links so y'all can buy it. And he says, practice makes permanent. You probably hear this saying of practice make perfect. We are not looking for perfection. There's no such a thing as perfection, but practice make permanent. If you permanently practice, if you warm up, if you take care of your health, if you do all the right things, you will always have permanent work, permanent gigs, permanent money to pursue whatever desire you have in life. Either is to have a big house, big car, or you just want to be happy singing and making people happy. You know what I mean? I cannot tell you that my definition of success is gonna be your definition of success. Everybody have different goals, and everybody have different ways to make them. But one thing is like you need to practice. So if you want to be healthy, you need to practice how to be healthy. How you be healthy? You wash up your food, you wash up your water, you wash out your sleep, your rest. You know what I mean? And just do it. Just go there and do it. It's possible. And again, if I can do it, if the person that I watch who inspired me did it, then you can do it too. You just gotta get out of your mind and get up there. And like, I've been watching this, I don't know if I mentioned in the other episodes, but I've been watching this author, Mel Robinson. I will correct it here if I'm wrong with the name. She said the technique, like the 5-second technique. If you feel like you're procrastinating something, or you're like getting yourself like, oh yeah, I want to do the like 5-second technique. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go get it and do it. It works. Every morning when my alarm sound, and I want to like snooze, I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get it. And one thing that helps me is like, before I used to sleep with my phone next to my bed. That was so easy because you can just like press snooze. Now I put my phone like all the way to like in the entrance of the room, meaning that every time that alarm go off, the only way to turn the alarm go on, the only way to turn it off is like I have to get up off the bed and go turn it off. And I'm already off. Why I'm gonna take the phone, turn it off, and go back to bed? So yeah, you can do it. You can definitely do this. And I think that this episode is not too much of like a lot of content, I will say that, but I think there's something very important to bring to your attention. And like I say in the beginning, at some point somebody will find this information like priceless, and I'm here giving it out for free. There's a lot of people who pay money to be taught, and there's a lot of things that you can have the best teacher, you can have the best mentor, but if you don't practice what the mentor and this teacher is teaching you, then you are not gonna get, and then you're gonna question, the worth of your teacher. When you have to question is your habits, you have to question your actions, and you have to start from yourself. And then like once you start being aware and start realizing the things that you're doing wrong, and something that I learned, and it's something that I'm practicing a lot, is like once you find that those things that you are doing wrong, just be kind with yourself. Don't we are so hard with ourselves. We're like, we want this song to be perfect. One day your song is gonna be great, and another day the same song is still gonna be okay, because that's life. It happens like that. You know what I mean? But if you practice, there's gonna be a moment where you don't even have to think about the song, and you don't even have to think about if the song was good or not, because you already practiced it the way it should be, and that shit's gonna be good. That song is gonna be amazing. So with saying that, I think I'm gonna end it up this episode of today. right here. I really hope that I can motivate you and bring you awareness about your vocal health and how to maintain it and how to, keep being better, not only as an artist but also as a person. Everything that you're able to do for yourself, it will not only impact your career but your own, but it also impact your people around and your environment. And as soon as you start seeing changes within yourself, you will start seeing the changes outside, and then you start realizing, oh my god, I was doing this so wrong. And it's okay to do the mistakes, and it's okay, like, what is not okay just to keep doing it, even knowing that you're doing it wrong. Why you keep doing it wrong when you have the opportunity to wake up and change it? So today, I hope I see you very soon. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Also, if you have any question, please share with me. I bring in topics that bring my attention and things that on my daily routine, I met people, I talk to people, and I was like, oh, I think this is gonna be a great topic to bring here. But if you have anything that you would like me to talk about it here, please share with me. Also, like, I kind of never focus too much on like subscribe, but please do. That will help me. I'm currently trying to get my subscribers to like 1,000. Almost halfway there. So commenting and leaving, I don't know much about it, but I heard like leaving 3 comments, a comment of 3 words can help you improve, and YouTube will recommend this to other people who associate with the targeting and the people that like you are watching this episode. But anyways, thank you so much one more time, and I will see you in the next episode. Mwah.